The pattern here is if you're in an existing industry,
To establish your authority, you don't need to say that, oh, I'm doing insurance, but
which no one else is doing, right? It's a totally structural shift and reframe.
right. How are they doing that? I was buying property. For some reason, the thing that they gatekeep is the
Josh, let me tell you something. So I met this kid who won by breaking the freaking rules. Just won by breaking rules.
no.
Okay, look. Here's the thing, right? We are on the same page that a big part of business is if you do the same thing as everyone else, you get the same results. You need to be willing to break rules, but just in the right amount of time where everything else remains the same, you just break one rule, challenge one thing. And that's often enough for you to win. So this kid I met.
Sounds like crypto.
Sounds good. Just break one. It's like when you want to break laws, you break one law at a time. Same thing.
That's
You don't
right.
break multiple laws, right? But you must be willing to break laws and challenge the industry norms. And he was the first to break the rule in his industry. So I met this guy. He's a founder of a tuition agency called Overmark. Okay, and how did he get started? Immensely competitive, right? Every father, mother, son. You have people teaching tuition just at home. You have tuition centers, whole industry around it. How did he win?
How?
When
Tell me, bro.
when he started, what is the most if you're a tuition agency, if you're a tuition center, what is your most sacred IP?
The way I teach, the enthusiasm of the notes.
The notes.
The secret notes.
The practice paper, the assessment paper, the practice paper, right? The way he won, and the way he won by being a nobody and scaling into multi-million-dollar business, he started by giving out assessment papers for free. That was breaking everything that the industry was doing because everyone treated your assessment papers, your practice papers as sacred. But that's how he won. He started just giving out for free and then lead genning them into his Telegram channel. Today, freaking obvious. Everyone does that. Every tuition agency does that. But back when he started doing it, he was the first, right? Because he looked at the industry, he's like, what is everyone not doing? What is something valuable that I can give to customers that will build trust for me? And he gave it away.
That's so counterintuitive. Like
Very
if I spend like 5-6 hours writing out the practice questions, and I would instinctively try to gatekeep it and like, okay, I only give these secret questions to people who pay me money. Right? But he decided that, okay, I'm gonna give all these out for free.
100%.
That's mad.
But the thing here is there's a bigger pattern, right? Because what he's doing is effectively called a lead magnet. Right? And a lead magnet, where you give out something free to collect an email to collect a lead, has been done for like 30 years in the internet marketing industry. If you sell any form of info product, if you sell insurance, for example, there's a lot of products where even e-com, right? You give a free voucher, you give a free ebook to collect email. Been done for ages. The pattern here is really, hey, if you're in an existing industry, either what norms can you break or what channels can you move into that is not the typical channel for the industry? And that's where you get the little edge.
Right. But it's interesting because we come from e-com, right? We have seen a lot of lead magnets. A lot of time is giving you just enough for you to want to buy my product. Yep. But this is a little bit different because it feels like it's giving out more like your core product. Right, which is interesting because I think it's following the lines of a little bit like Gary V. You give out so much free content that you jab, then you right hook one time with a paid offer, right? And the interesting consumer behavior is that free content, because it is so valuable, even if it is your core product, people will want to know what more can you offer. If this is already free, what more can you offer?
If your free stuff is so great, what is paid must be even better.
Yes.
And to be fair, the assessment paper is probably not the core product, right? The core product is the whole teaching experience, the whole tuition, the teaching methodology. He's giving out an ancillary product that has zero marginal cost, and it is a good trust point.
Right. Yeah. I think that's crazy.
And the bigger pattern here is, hey, what businesses can we build? What business can we do differently by going into a channel that typically the industry doesn't use? So I have a few for you.
Okay. Whoa.
All right. Here's the first one. Okay. If you are running a cafe, if you're a hairstylist, I think Seemingly different but related business. Here's a channel I'll go into that no one is doing yet. Right? If you're running a cafe or like a F&B business, where do you not want to show?
The kitchen.
The kitchen. I
The
live
kitchen.
stream that thing 24/7.
Ooh.
Make it almost a reality TV show.
Damn.
The downside is super low. There's very little setup cost, but people watch all kinds of live stream. It shows, but the upside is it can really boost your business because it shows the personality in the kitchen. People are already watching kitchen cooking content, culinary content, but now you're watching a live one.
Yeah.
No production cost. Just put a camera there, live stream that thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's a channel that, again, cafes, F&B businesses have done social content. They are all already in the next era of channel. But the channel that they haven't done, I think, live stream what people don't think they should show.
The interesting you talk about live stream because recently I think Mr. Beast was talking about this also. You know they had this like celebrity charity football thing where a lot of the content creators, A-list celebrities, they all went to play football and apparently there was some charity element to it. I didn't watch it. But what was interesting is he said if you think about the level of cheers when a celebrity comes out, right? Because like in your regular football game, everybody run out, everybody cheer for Ronaldo, right? Like you have that one person to cheer for. So they sent out the celebrities one by one, right? First was your movie type of celebrities. They came out. The cheers level here. Then the next group, short form reel creators. The cheer level here.
Okay.
Then next, YouTubers. The cheers level here.
Go even higher.
But you know who was the highest? Live streamers, bro.
Live streamers have the biggest cheers.
Live streamers have the biggest cheers because you can't when you live stream, right? You are really putting out your whole personality outside. So it's really how well you know a person. And if you think about content creators, you don't really know much about your movie A-listers. You idolize them, you think that they are great, you think they are cool, you like them for who they play as a character. Right? Short form reels, right? I get attached to you for like 30 seconds. Maybe every day I get attached to you for 30 seconds. YouTubers?
It's my attachment style, bro. 30 seconds of attachment a day. That's about enough.
Yeah. But like YouTubers is like you watch one video, you committed to it. Like I watched a Mr. Beast video, 10 minutes, right? By the end of 10 minutes, how many short form videos you need to do in order for you to have 10 minutes of FaceTime with me to capture 10 minutes of my attention? But live streamers, your iShow speed, your Kai, bro, it's through the roof because they are streaming like 18 hours. It's mad. It's bad. And it's crazy.
Authentic, raw, uncut. You're seeing the person as they are.
Yeah. And I think that is like an alpha, which it takes a lot of work. There was once I live streamed for like an hour only. Bro, I was dead, yeah. It was so tiring. It was so tiring. So you can't really fake yourself for a live stream for like 18 hours. So people really get to know the real you. And I think that in this current generation where a lot of things is a little bit more packaged through your videos with nice editing and all this, people are kind of like sick of that, right? They want the real down low, man. Like if you run a business, what are the problems that you face? Like what are the hard decisions you need to make? And show it to me live. Yeah.
100%. And my suggestion is that if you're running F&B, if you're running F&B and you want to do this, don't take on that much pressure. Just think of, hey, there's a camera. Let's set up the camera, start live streaming in your kitchen, and occasionally go talk to it. Just show raw what is happening in the kitchen. I think people will tune in. People want to see some of the dramas that's happening. If there's a shitty customer, let's go and talk to a customer. It's like, wow, fuck, there's a shitty customer. Right? There's a beautiful customer. It's like, there's this girl come in that's very cute. So occasionally go and talk to it. Just show what's happening in the kitchen. There's fights in the kitchen. It happens. People want to watch that. People want to watch your raw content. You're not a live streamer. You are cooking. You're preparing stuff that just happens with a camera.
Yeah.
I think a great business that can be built out of this.
Yeah.
Applying a existing channel into a new industry. Showing things people otherwise wouldn't show.
How does this how does this work with hairdressers and salons? You're saying salons?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same logic, right? Any operationally heavy things where you can show interesting things going on. Just put the camera there, show things that other people are otherwise not showing. You're live streaming things that otherwise are not being live streamed yet. Watching the transformation of people doing haircut, interesting. People in the hair salon gossiping, might have interesting shit to talk about.
Oh yeah, actually come to think of it, a lot of secrets and gossips probably happens on the salon chair.
Right? Anything that's operationally heavy, if you're a small business, consider just live streaming whatever is happening. Right? Especially if your other competitors are not doing it yet. Especially if it's operationally heavy. There's interesting things to show.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Live
again,
stream.
the bigger pattern is not live stream, is take your industry, move in, use a channel that other industries are using, but your industry is currently not using. Right? Because that's what Overmark did. Giving lead gen has been done for ages. Everyone has been doing it. It's just not done for tuition industry. Same
Yeah.
pattern, another idea. If you are doing insurance,
Okay.
what
Okay.
what is the main channel for insurance agents right now?
Are you free for coffee, bro?
Are you free for coffee? WhatsApp, roadshows, the more advanced ones are building their brand on socials, all done to death. Let's go back old school. I think this one hasn't been done yet. At least I've not seen any insurance agent do this. What I would do is I'll go back to SEO, but SEO specifically YouTube content. I haven't seen any authoritative people on long form YouTube. So that's what I will do, right? Create long form YouTube videos, but targeted at very specific search terms on how much should I invest? Is this investment good or not? And be the authoritative person to break those things down, win on SEO with your YouTube content.
Right.
Not done yet.
A lot of the agents are currently on short form.
On short form, right?
Yes, on
But
short
everyone's
form.
on short form, do something no one else is doing, right? Long form content has been done for authoritative industries for the longest time. But no one is doing it for insurance agent. Go
Right.
somewhere else. Go a place where no one else is going.
Yeah. 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 I like it. There's this person, I forgot her name, but she does very well on short forms, but her short forms are not really short lah. It's like 3-4 minutes type short form where she breaks down complicated Singapore financial concepts into your P5, P6 level where you can understand. Yeah. And she does incredibly well. There are probably laws around governing the advertising of insurance in Singapore, but I think to establish your authority, you don't need you don't need to say that, oh, I'm doing insurance, but you can share concepts on like what you really believe in. And I think that authority alone can bring you enough clients.
100%. I mean, think about it. The first generation of the earlier generations of independent financial advisors, insurance agents that won differently. They did it on blog, right? They had long form blogs of breakdown how to invest. The new generation for that is just YouTube vlogs.
Yep.
Right? You surface as YouTube videos for, hey, how to invest money? How much should I save? Same thing. Take a channel that is not used for industry yet, go do that, right? That will be your little edge.
Nice.
You don't need to win big, you just need to win small. You don't need to win everywhere, you just need to win big in a small area.
Yes, agree.
Yeah. Any other ideas that you have for moving into a channel that is not used for industry right now? All the thinking part we can cut. Not cool, you think?
Yes. One of the things when I was buying property, for some reason the thing that they gatekeep is the new launch price. Be the one that gave out the new launch price, bro. For some reason, like you need to go down to the showroom for you to be able to have a copy of the new launch prices.
Be the one that publishes it, be the authoritative content.
Yeah. Be the one that tells people that like don't give me the XXX PSF. Like just tell me how much is it, because you're gonna stand out from everybody else.
Different channels, yeah. Same thing as what Property Lim Brothers have done. They were the first to do long form videos, content for property. Same as what Stack has done. Again, people have done long form blogs, authoritative content for the longest time. They were just the first to do it for property in Singapore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Old industry, new channel, another way to win.
Actually, I think what is interesting here is you're not just looking at moving forward with the channels that are new, you are looking at going backwards to channels that people have given up.
Yes.
Right? Because like now
Exactly.
everybody's on short form, right? So the very easy way to think about this is, okay, my work, how do I put it on short form? But then what happens to the previously red ocean of long form content now becomes a blue ocean again?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. It's finding arbitrage opportunity again. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone is overweight on short form videos. You go back to overweight on long form content.
I'm just overweight, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea. Actually, going backwards is something that I never even think about. Yeah.
Everything's a pendulum, bro.
Nice.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Similar but slightly different, right? Again, this is about breaking industry norms, doing what everyone else in the industry is not doing. This is a much larger company. We have heard of them. It's Endawas.
Oh my god, they got so much of my money, man.
Bro, most of my money is with them. But
Yeah.
if you're Endawas, if you're listening to this and you want sponsored content, if you want to sponsor this, please hit us up. Now, here's why Endawas is brilliant, right? Again, they thought about what is the industry doing, and they say, fuck that. We're not going to do that. We are in fact going to make this our competitive edge. And that's the idea of fees. If you're going to look at their website, you'll see a few things. One is on the landing page, they say fees that are conflict free, fair, and transparent. They show the amount of cashback that's been returned to the customers from the fees. When you invest every time, you'll get this every time you invest. Most banks, insurance agents, they try to hide the fees that you're paying, right? It is shown legally, it is shown, but when you buy an insurance agent, how many insurance agent will tell you how much fees that you are paying? That's not one of the things that they will cover.
Yeah, it's damn horrible. It's damn horrible.
Yes,
Yeah, every
it
time I
is.
buy,
It is.
yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
contract, right? Like it's there. Yeah, but
right.
they don't draw your attention to it.
They
Then
don't
you
draw
kind of need
attention
to
in
like
it,
do that
right?
dance with your with your agent
Exactly.
on like how much, and yeah.
Exactly. Right. It is legal. They are legally required to show it as an insurance agent or as an insurance company, but practically they try to hide that as much as possible. And that was different. When you invest every time, just before you invest, they tell you how much fees you're paying. They tell you how much lower your fees are. They're telling you, yes, we are charging you a fee on this investment product, but it is lower than industry average. Right? Because then this does two things. It immediately builds trust, right? Because they're telling you we are not bullshitting you. You are paying fees. We are being transparent with you. It takes a lot of the resistance away because the typical issue with insurance agents, you don't trust them. But more importantly, on the strategic level, right, they have taken the business model of existing banks, of existing companies, and turned that into their structural advantage that they can't copy. Right? Because it's not that OCBC, Prudential, whatever, don't want to do this. It's they can't because their whole model is built on charging a high fees where they hide it or their agents don't show it as much as possible. They have built both a positioning and a structural advantage on this idea of, hey, we are telling you exactly how much fees you're paying and we're transparent about it and we try to lower it as much as possible.
Right.
And here's the brilliant part, right? Which is they've changed the question altogether. Because if you think about how people typically sell investment products, what is the question? What is the way they sell? They talk about
returns,
right? They tell you these funds will outperform, that funds will outperform. But what's the problem? The problem is that you can't promise that, and you might do it for a few years, but after that it doesn't. It is not a durable advantage. Right? So they change the question. They change the questions from which fund would outperform to, hey, who is structurally on my side as a customer? And that's how they won. Right? They change the frame of the question, right? They are no longer competing on my funds will outperform. No, they're competing on I'm on your side, which no one else is doing. Right? It's a totally structural shift and reframe.
Right. How are they doing that?
By telling you that they are charging fees and how much the fees are, right? That we are on your side. We are trying to lower the fees as much as possible. And we are transparent about it. Yeah, and we rebate you the fees.
Right. That right. But back then when I was investing in Endowers, I just saw like they were transparent about their fees while others weren't, and I kind of knew what I was paying for, and I was more okay to go with them. It's a little bit like how the likes of your Grab and Uber when they first took over the transport industry, right? It's previously whenever you take a cab, you kind of need to gamble on how much amount you'll be paying for that ride, but now they tell you upfront that this is the amount that you'll be paying, and a lot of people want that certainty. Yeah,
right.
Especially in investment where like you are there are already so many unknowns. Why keep that fees thing so protected? But by putting it out in the forefront, it's like showing you this is the game that we are all in and we are on your side. And I think that's great.
Yeah, it instantly builds transparency and trust, right? Because you're disclosing something that no one else is doing, right? Everyone is secretive about. And so here's the exploration, right? We have this structural way to win, which is, hey, reframe it. Instead of competing on what people typically compete on, fees, performance, whatever, you compete on, hey, how do I prove to you customer, dear customer, that I'm on your side? How do you shift your model the way you're paid to show that I'm on your side? I have 3 ideas for you. One is property agent. Why do we? I was selling when I was selling my house, I thought, I'm paying you 1% of my property price just to mainly for you to do admin work, right? Because whatever you do, right, my house is gonna sell for roughly that amount. There's a market value, right? If I'm paying you for admin work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So where's the value add? The value add, I think, if I were to be a property agent, I don't know about the laws of this. Here's how I would charge. I would charge a fixed fee, say $3,000 for admin work. I'll charge a lot more commission, but only on the amount sold above expected value.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So let's say
Yeah.
my house is assessed to be roughly $800,000, put a round number, $1 million. Okay? For that $1 million, I'll charge you $3,000 admin fees. If I sell it at 1.1 for you, that's when I take a chunky commission on that extra 100,000. Right?
Yeah.
Because this is a model that, hey, I'm on your side. I'm not just doing admin work, because any property agent can sell a property for market value. Right? But where you really add value is when you sell for way above market.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah. Then
you
there
align
wouldn't
those
be
incentives.
the dance of or you wouldn't question your agent whether or not is he in your interest, or
Yes.
does he just want to make that quick buck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as an Asian, hey, to be honest, I imagine if I'm an Asian, there's a lot more work I have to do to try to sell it for 1 million versus 1.1 million. Right? But incrementally on that extra 100,000, I earn 1,000. Shit, I shouldn't do quick math. $1,000, right? 1% on 1,000. Yeah, $1,000. But my first $10,000, it's sure get.
Yeah.
I might as well just do that. But for you as a seller, the extra 100,000 is huge. It's a huge difference. Right?
Yeah,
So
for
what you
sure.
want to do is align the incentive on the extra above market.
Yeah.
Don't know about the laws, but if I can as a property agent, that's how I position myself.
Yeah.
Value add.
I think that a big lesson here is the incentive alignment. And you see a lot of companies, or at least services, where the incentives are not aligned to the clients, right? And that's why there's always I don't know whether you are good or not. I don't know whether are you trying to scam my money, right? Because the incentives that are in place are not there. A very typical example is marketing agencies, right? For the longest time, marketing agencies is you pay me a fixed fee and a percentage of ad spend. What's the incentives here? The incentive for the marketing agency is for you to spend more money. Then why are you shocked when the agency comes to you and say, the ads are not doing well, you need to spend more money? Because that is in line with their incentives, right? But if you switch the incentive to every sale, right, then and the incentive would now be aligned, because when you make sale, they make money. But at this point in time, as an agency, you can then demand more because you're taking a bigger risk, right?
Yep.
It's just transfer of risk, right? So you're taking a bigger risk to help you to do. Unless there's a conversion, then I'll take a cut, right? Then you can kind of calculate to see how we can keep that incentives aligned.
You get closer to the money, you are structurally more aligned.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Agencies absolutely should consider getting closer to the money. That's one of the ways you win.
Yeah.
Another idea for you, competitive industry, people come and go all the time. Interior designing.
Okay.
Why do we bargain so hard with interior designers?
We think that whole markup that they have makes us very uncomfortable, because they mark out everything, right? Like whenever they bring me to a showroom, I'm like, how much this vinyl selling to you, and how much are you taking out of this whole deal? Yeah, that whole thing.
Exactly, right? You don't know how much markup they are making, and that's why you bargain so hard, because you always feel like they're taking advantage of you, right? So if I were to come in as a new entrant as an interior designer, I'll do a whole transparent system. Either I do a fixed fee model, or I'll show you exactly how much my markups are.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, you might lose some money. People might get more penny pinching, but I tell you, it will save you as an interior designer so much coordination, effort, and bargaining, right? Because instantly you show the margins, people can decide for themselves whether that's reasonable. And more, you would start working with only people who thinks that's reasonable. You say, I'll charge a flat 10%, 15, 20% markup. You only work with those people. You have less conversations about haggling about prices. You get to work faster and you immediately build trust and transparency.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that whole industry is like really cemented in the ambiguity.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
And because renovation is so complex, there's the carpentry, the electrical, there's the contractors. Like there's so many new knowledge that a homeowner needs to have. Like how are you able to design a house? Like that time when I was putting vinyl, after I put, then I realized there are levels to vinyls. I didn't even know. You just charge me a flat fee. I'm like, oh yes, vinyl, correct. Like it's impossible for me to go and look at every single material to see what am I actually buying. So you are not on my side. And we'll never have that conversation because as an ID, they'll be like, okay, lesser questions better. I don't need to answer to you as long as you pay a down payment. Like I'm good, we are good to go. I'll just get it up. Right? But I think if in such a competitive space, you need to do something radical and different, this is gonna be brilliant.
Again, often the questions we ask an interior designer, it's hinting at the bigger question of, are you fucking taking advantage of me?
Yeah.
Behind a lot of questions of like, is this good? Is this bad? Should I choose this or then use this copper grade C pipe for the aircon? Whatever. It's all down to a question of, are you taking advantage of me? Right? So by just saying, okay, I'll charge 20% fixed margins or fixed fee, takes all that out of the way.
Yeah.
It again changes the question from, hey, are you the cheapest, are you the best quality, to are you on my side? Can I trust you?
Right. Yeah, I think that shift is important. I remember one of the conversations I had with one of the IDs. I said they like to ask me what's my budget.
I guess.
I've no clue.
I hate that question.
Yeah, like where do you want me to start from? Then I say, I don't know whether am I lowballing. Like 30K? And then they are like, 30K, there are ways to do it at 30K, 40K, 50K, 60K. You just tell me your budget, I'll do it for you. I'm like, bro, that sounds scammy. That just,
right.
Like, you can probably do a K one, but like your cost is at the 30K one. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's like my actual budget is maybe 100K, but if I tell 100K upfront, does it mean you're gonna like find ways to expand it to 100K?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. That's incredibly scammy.
And again, the beautiful part about this is if you do this, especially as a new entrant, it is hard for your competitors to do it because their whole business model is built on compensating their interior designer around opaque fees. Right? So for them to win, for them to compete, they have to change their whole structure of how they compensate.
Yeah.
Classic counter positioning. Classic win.
Yeah.
Change the framing. Okay, third idea. Something you just did recently. What do you buy recently?
I bought a car. I'm sad because I lost the identity of not owning a car.
Of a car free man.
Yeah,
not a car owns you.
Yeah, bro. I used to be so proud. Like, oh, I got no car. Yeah, Grab is my driver. Like, I'm chauffeured around, and now I'm like, yeah, I'm the driver. Like, when my friend come my house, when they go home, I need to send them back now. Like,
thanks for offering.
Hey, all good, man. Yeah. What's oh my god, car. You
bought a car for us.
Yes.
For all of us, bro.
No, it's just for my son, bro. You guys are collateral damage.
Hey, collateral beneficiaries.
Yeah, but the car industry is also shady. But what?
I think it's another in the secondhand dealer market. I think it's another market that thrives on opacity. And it's commoditized, right? The question today now, the question you have as a buyer today, again, it's who is the cheapest, not who is structurally on my side. Because there's a lot of unknowns in buying a second-hand car, right? You don't know the quality of the car that you're buying, right? So if I was a new car dealer and I'm trying to win, the way I would do is, hey, right now the way it happens is you're telling me you go and buy a car, a second-hand car, and then you as a buyer are responsible for the inspection, the quality check of sending it to STI,
I think.
STI to a third party for the inspection of whether everything is okay. And those are just legal tests of whether it's roadworthy. It's not a grading of the quality of the car. Now, so here's a challenge, right? As a car dealer today, if you're a buyer, if you're a buyer of a second-hand car, you don't know the information about the car, about the second-hand car, and all the pressure, all the responsibility is put on you as a buyer.
Yes.
Let's flip that, right? If I were to set up a second-hand car dealer, I would have my cars, I will publish a grading on each of the car. I'll be very clear. This is a D grade car. You want, you can buy these are the risks. This is an A grade car. This is what works. This is why it's great. This is my report on the engine quality, on the brake quality. I don't know what goes into a car, not a car guy. The report on the wiper quality, whatever, right? And that's why we're selling at a premium. Right? There is no independent agencies to grade the car yet, but that's fine. Right? I will independently verify what I can that is roadworthy, that's legal, but I'll publish my own report. But the value is in just by publishing the own report is like you're showing customers, hey, there are cars I'm willing to say is D. It is not independent, sure, but there are cars I'm very willing to say this is a D grade car and that's why it's cheap. This is an A grade car and that's why it's expensive. Now I'm structurally on your side and make it transparent.
Yes, I agree, because when I went there and they told me to inspect the car.
How?
Please, can somebody
the tire?
Can somebody tell me what is inspect the car? Then I just walk around like an idiot, like finding scratches, trying to see like did the leather break, but all these are like not important. How do I know? Right? So when they said that, okay, you just need to put down a deposit, then you can send it to your own car workshop to go and check. And
they
here's
put
the problem.
Responsibility on you.
Not just that, what the fear is, right, is that when the unacceptable parts of the car to the car dealer is, unless it is like engine problems, like critical core problems, your deposit, if you don't want, your deposit is mine. And how would I know? How would I know at that point in time that like this car is okay? Right? They say, oh, just bring it out for a test drive and test. I'm like, bro, help me, help you, help a little bit. Like,
I listen to the engine and it's like, means it's good. It's bad. Like, what the fuck, yo? How do I know about cars?
I took a cup and then I put the cup at the engine, bro.
Gonna stethoscope the engine.
I smack the engine, I talk like a watermelon, trying to see like what am I supposed to do? Like what? Then I
like you gotta feel like you're a car guy. I feel like if I'm in that situation, I'll be like, okay, I'm a man. I should know how to judge a car. I would, you know what's the first thing I'll do? I will open the fucking hood. I'm like, okay, this is what the hood looks like. Underneath the hood, I'm inspecting. I'm seeing engine. This looks not too bad. Close it. I was like, good.
So like there is no I have no knowledge, right? Because I'm not a car person. And for some reason, whenever I talk to people with cars, it feels like, wow, they know everything about a car. But like for a regular normie like me that just wants a car from point A to point B, I don't research on like what entails within a car. I wouldn't know how to check what is good or bad. Right? Some people say when you test drive, you can feel it. Feel what? Feel what? Like tell me feel what, bro? Like what am I supposed to feel? Emotional? Like a bit sad? Like what am I supposed to feel? Like excited? I don't know. So like I thought that was great, because if somebody already tell me that this car I have already sent to ST, which is like the more acceptable across the whole Singapore, like is an acceptable type of check. Like they do a report that is more widely acceptable. I have some grounds to stand on. Right? I'm like, okay, this is a third party person. I can look through and I can be like, okay, these are the weaknesses of the car. Can I accept? And then I no longer take the gamble of if it is not critical engine failure, then my deposit will be taken, right? Maybe like there are some parts inside that I don't know that is non-critical, but if it's spoiled, it will still cause me problems. I just don't want that. I just want a peace of mind. And the alpha, right, is if you go and look at SG Carmart, the first photo of every car is just the car. Like, it's lame, right? Publish a report like on overlay on the car, right? First, you stand out from the search results, right? Because you're the only one that publish it differently. Second, like people know that, okay, now this is the new standard. And I think it will make the whole car industry a lot more transparent. Like people will feel a lot more confident. Yeah, I'm speaking to normies lah. Cause like when I speak to people that knows about cars, they tell me like as though they are Vin Diesel or something, like they fix cars for a living type. Like it's crazy.
You're gonna hear the roar of the engine.
Yeah. So like, that was crazy.
Okay, so that's how you win, listeners. That's how you win by creating businesses that again, goes just break one law in the industry and you'll find a way to win. And that's
right.
it. That's our pod. Break some laws, go out there, be outlaws, get arrested, but not too much.
Goodbye, lawbreakers. See you in the next
Goodbye,
episode.
lawbreakers. See you next episode. Bye.
Bye.